Giovanni Vellotti will send it ahead. Tullio with McLean. Puck sent in, it hit Gravel at the line. Tomasino trying to get to it, put it right through the slot. And Kaliev will send it around the boards. Dumped in by the Bulldogs. This icing waved off. Vellotti turned into the pressure of Logan Morrison. Mysak looking for it, but it's Mitchell Brewer who will control in his own zone ahead for Tomasino. Tomasino crosses with McShane, leaves him the puck. McShane back in front for Tomasino. Pass was behind him. Comes to the point to Brewer. Score!
These squads looking to come out on the right end of a 3-3 weekend, having gone 1-1 so far.
And the Generals burning one of their games in hand against the Peterborough Petes with this one. And so points a premium for Oshawa as the captain McLean goes in after it. Meantime, you see Arthur Kaliev on the ice. Generals with the last change want their captain McLean up against him. Kaliev now chasing down Nico Gross, who got it around his own boards. The Generals will tip it out to center, but controlled there. And Kaliev's got the puck back the other way. Long shot, steered aside by Papatzakis, and then out. Generals have their top line out this time around. Tullio will dart off as Harrison comes on. McShane's got the puck though. A deflected shot came off the end boards, and Costantini had to be careful with that. Turnover. Harrison couldn't get a shot away. Gross will keep it in and backhand it around the Hamilton zone. Doesn't make its way to Tomasino. Tullio back on as he switches again with Harrison. And the Generals will go power on power. Nico Gross, the Swiss import. Rangers prospect, sends it ahead. Tomasino couldn't take the pass cleanly. And they'll start again from their own blue line. This time William Ennis. Tullio, though, had Nurse coming off the Hamilton bench. Right on him. Ethan Staios. Attended Toronto's camp as a free agent. Of course, the son of Steve Staios, the general manager of these Hamilton Bulldogs. Mutter leads the Bulldogs in penalty minutes with 80. He's pinned to the boards by his opposite, number 15 in McLean. Staios at the point, walks around McSorley. High slot, backhand, that's blocked in front. And the Generals will slash it out to center. Newman trying to chase it down. Battling there, he freed the puck. Zuni off the bench, couldn't get it towards net. And Hamilton will start back the other way. Logan Morrison for Kaliev. Down low, this is Mysak. To the point, Sabrika blocked by Suni. Mysak right out on it. And you can see what the scouts liked in Jan Mysak. Size and speed as he chases down this puck against William Ennis. He played the body to protect the puck. The Generals are back the other way. Oliver Suni, the Finnish import, sends it in. And on the forecheck himself, it'll come to Mysak along the boards. He'll get a chance to get it out. And we'll carry it ahead. Wrist shot wide of the goal. Mysak remains on as his mates are changing. And Daniel Michaud will cover the other way for Oshawa in the midst of a change. Luckily, Michael Renwick going to move around McShane and then pass the puck out of the reach of Sabrika and send it down the ice, tipped by Morrison though, so that'll negate the icing. Brewer will play it down to Leighton Moore ahead for Tullio. He sent it right towards his own net, but he gets it right back in center. And we'll start the rush. Tullio stops, blew a tire, sent the puck ahead, but the Generals will send it right back into the Hamilton zone. Skating away with it is Peyton Vesio. Vesio cut the puck alive, looking for Kaliev in front. The Generals will slash it down the ice. Icing waved off, so the goaltender Costantini out to play it. Long.
Key on any penalty kill, and Nurse does a great job there, just having his stick in the right spot to break up the pass.
Giovanni Vellotti, the Winnipeg prospect, will drop it back. Newman for Tomasino, and the Nashville first rounder gains the line. He'll shoot. That one deflected just wide of the goal. Kept in though by Tullio. Turns with it, will set up the power play. Vellotti wanted it at the point, called for it, gives to Tomasino now. Walking in, a shot blocker to side by Costantini. Got it to the line, kept in by Vellotti. Giovanni Vellotti. He'll take the long shot, tipped in front. and McShane robbed by Constantine. The Generals will clear it high and out to the Hamilton zone. Sent ahead for Kaliyev quickly. Toe drag and a shot off a leg and wide. Slashing away at it. Trying to center it out front was Bertuzzi, but the Generals will come up with it. Michaud will get to center and dump it in. Pinching from the point is Brewer. Sends it in for Stepien behind the Hamilton goal. Staios tried to hit Stepien. He got knocked down. Gagne goes to the net. Still whacking away at it. It's loose in the crease. And Hamilton will just clear it to the boards. Mysak with Kaliyev. Hamilton's got their top line out.
And Costantini, all 5 Bulldogs collapsing around the blue paint to help clear the puck.
And look there at tag Bertuzzi, former 2nd overall pick in the OHL by the Guelph Storm back in 2017.
Yeah, the Bulldogs need a bit more for him. No goals in the past 7 games for Tag Bertuzzi. He's an offensive weapon that the Bulldogs need to be clicking.
Speaking of weapons, Logan Morrison ranked 184 in Central Scouting. That seems very low for a player of his calibers. Kaliyev tried to feed it out front to him. McShane will lift it out to center and back for it. The overager Landry for Vesio and ahead for Mysak. Mysak with Morrison. Morrison fed it on goal. Stopped by Papatzakis. Generals will send it around the boards. Kept in by Vesio. Tipped in front in the high slot. Just fluttered wide. And Tomasino will lift it high out to center again. Landry had to go over his head. The Generals changing their D as Mysak brings it back the other way. Drops for Kaliyev. Kaliyev looked back to the point. Split the D between Gravel and Staios. The Generals completing a line change, as are the Bulldogs. So Gravel had the draw weight not to be icing. And the Bulldogs really needed that change, but they're going to have to take a penalty now. As Sabrika got his stick into the skates of Stepien, then he got...
Game.
Anytime there's that much sustained pressure in the offensive zone, it's either a goal or a power play that usually comes out of it. The Generals get their 2nd power play. 0 for 1, they had pressure. Vellotti from the point, rebound, and Newman tried to lift it over top, hit the crossbar. McShane looks back to the point to Tomasino. Bill Tomasino down to McShane, out for Newman, one-timer, rebound came out, Tullio just missed it, and back the other way comes Isaac Nurse, flying down with Mysak. Nurse waits, fires, that's blocked by Vellotti. Nurse, though, steals the puck from Tullio, who got a little hook into the arm of Nurse, and that will be called Brika. So a 30-second power play coming now for the Bulldogs. And Morrison, who steps on, will carry the puck ahead. Check that, Mysak. Here's Jan Mysak around Ennis. Mysak to the goal and just couldn't stuff it in after he'd beaten everybody, including the goaltender Papatzakis. To the point it comes to Staios. Staios long shot, that one tipped wide in front by Bertuzzi. And the Generals will bang it off the boards and down the ice. And Ty Tullio will step back on after a brief Hamilton power play.
Highlighted by Mysak, going hard and wide and cutting back in front. Had some open.
Kaliyev line out, so Generals respond with Newman and McLean. And Harrison joins them, and here's Arthur Kaliyev. Send it in.
When we talk about some underrated draft prospects, you pointed out in the first period, his ranking may be just a little too low. He seems to be a fantastic player.
Arthur Kaliyev, the LA 2nd rounder, one of only 2 Bulldogs who are drafted. The other is no longer available in Jan Yannick. Injured at the World Juniors. He's an Arizona 3rd rounder. Nathan Staios. This is Mysak digging for it deep in the Oshawa zone. McLean, though, will play it back for Newman. He hit Kaliyev with his clearing pass, and it's forced back deep in the Oshawa end again. Gross back for Will Ennis. Ennis backhand ahead for McLean. Teed it up for Newman. Got it to the line, not out. Hamilton down the ice by the Bulldogs, will come right in on net. Papatzakis wants to keep it moving. He will. Keeps it away from Nurse. And now Newman turns with it. Tomasino out of his own zone. Gains the line. Newman, a shot, hit the goalpost. Rang it off the iron as he had the goaltender Costantini moving, but couldn't beat the iron.
Yeah, the speed, the key on that one. Tomasino starting the rush and then hits Newman in stride. Quick release off the post.
Look out. Generals very close to too many men, but didn't have control of the puck. Here's Kaliev, the trailer. Arthur Kaliev slides it in front. Rebound. They shot it right through the blue ice. That was Mysak, who had a wide open cage to shoot at shorthanded. Thought Kaliev would have gone for the initial shot. He almost banked it in off the Generals defender. And the setup to Mysak was just missed.
Yeah, that should have been to the...
Hunter, who attended Colorado's rookie camp as a free agent. Lost control of the puck. Sent around the zone by David Jesus. Vesio will pinch in from the point. Vesio back to the point. Landry. Wide of the goal. Morrison back to Landry. Walks the line. Takes a shot. Tipped. And getting a piece of it was Papatzakis. Just enough to steer it wide of the goal. He wasn't exactly sure, though, where it was. As Tullio brings it the other way. Drops for Tomasino. Spinning pass, hit a leg. Tullio in the corner. Bodied there by Vesio, and Logan Morrison will come in and take the puck. Cade Landry back to Logan Morrison. Mysak is with him. He'll flip it high. Hamilton wants a change, and they'll head off as Velati goes back for it.
Chance. So that's a nice secondary save as well from Costantini after the first shot from Tomasino.
Long shot by Ennis. That one stopped and got
Up the middle. Newman, McShane, McLean, all better than 50% up the middle.
Hamilton controls. Vesio. Long lead pass to the Oshawa line. Gross has got it. Will chip it off the glass and out. Tomasino couldn't find it. Kaliev does. Back for Vesio and head off Logan Morrison into the Oshawa zone. Gross behind his net. Feeds for Ennis. He'll flip it out to center. And Landry will go back behind his net with it. Bothered there by McShane, but Landry will skate away. Got it to the Oshawa line. Kaliev, though, had Mysak. He's way back up on the point. He lined up out of the zone for this faceoff. Steos takes a wild shot, and that one's tipped.
The left point, maybe even go outside the offensive blue line before reappearing and taking a pass and firing it to the back of the net.
Steos, his shot blocked, and McLean will knife it all the way down the ice. And left it right in the no-touch zone, so Costantini will leave it there, and Steos will start it ahead. Gains the Oshawa line. Dropped it there for Bertuzzi. Not a lot of room for him, though. And it'll come back out to center. Morrison. Steos will carry it in again. This time dropped for Kaliev. His pass across. That hit Newman and came out to center. And when Kaliev brought it back in, so lost the puck. So they'll start again from their own zone. McLean couldn't take the pass cleanly from Velati, who chases it down. McLean couldn't find it. Back the other way now comes Mysak. Mysak will take a tour back in his own zone. Got knocked down and right back up. Stops and waits. Playing keep away are the Bulldogs. Doing a pretty good job of it.
Tomasino's back. That was pretty quick. He's on the ice right now.
Feeling they didn't go with the stitches on that one then. Just
glue.
Did a glue or tape.
A helmet with the stick. Definitely a high stick and an easy call for the ref.
It's 4-on-4, and
yep.
Not exactly sure what Giovanni Velati.
Why is that waved off? At the very last second, the linesman waves it off. That is so confusing.
And are they saying perhaps Gravel didn't skate hard enough for it?
I don't know about that.
Here's Kaliev, a shot. That one.
Linesman, his whistle's to his lips. He's ready to blow it, and then he's like, nah, no icing. I don't know.
And it's
anyways.
Not like he had to wait for that puck to slow down. It was ripped down the ice, but a mystery that will go unsolved as Mysak carries this in. Drop for Kaliev. And Kaliev finds Steos. Steos, his shot looking for the short side, just went wide. Tullio has it in his own corner. We're 4-on-4. And Gross thought about starting away. Now he gets shoved to the boards by Gravel. In to steal the puck was Bertuzzi. He'll retreat out to center with it. But has to wait for Gravel to get out of the zone. Look out, his pass picked off by McShane. Bertuzzi will steal it back, however. Now Steos deep.
Chell and make a big glove save.
It's like an alarm that goes off in Brett Newman's head. He knows as soon as that turnover happens, he is fleeing the zone and out to center like a bullet. Tomasino steps back onto the ice, so that brief power play for Hamilton is already over, but he got it in the Oshawa zone with Kaliev. Kaliev protecting the puck, gets to the slot, turns, fires, hit his own man. And that stumbled Logan Morrison. Mysak will pick it up at center. Two Generals draped all over him and couldn't carry it in, and now Tomasino turns in his own zone. On blue line. Over to Daniel Michaud. Gains the Hamilton line, couldn't get a shot away. Mutter and McShane come together. Mutter got knocked down. And Hamilton will shoot the puck forward in to the Oshawa end. They'll switch up how they want it anyway. Behind his net, Ty Tullio has the water bottle of the goaltender Papatzakis down there. Referee will fix that as Tomasino with Kaliev slashing away. Got back up. General's bench calling for a penalty and didn't get it. It'll come to the point. David Jesus, long shot tipped in front, just wide by McShane. Last minute of play of the second period. Hamilton was able to score in the last minute of the first to gain a whole bunch of momentum. Try and do it again as Mysak carries his puck ahead. Leaves for Kaliev, and Morrison in front alone, but couldn't get him the puck. Now Arthur Kaliev finds Mysak, a shot stopped by Papatzakis. Morrison bodied in the corner by Ennis. Kaliev trying to dig it free as well. It comes loose to the point. Vessio's long shot. Not off the goal stick of Papatzakis. Tullio swipes at it. Landry, though, able to play it along the boards, and finally the Generals will come up with it, but Tomasino couldn't handle that pass, and Hamilton will shoot it right back in. 22-18 shots in favor of Oshawa overall. We're underway in the third. Mike Locke, Shane Hollinshead, Adam Dunphy, our Rogers TV crew in Durham, joined by the newest Oshawa General, Alex McEwen, as well. Signed a one-day contract with the Generals today and joins us in studio. Young Alex, the 8-year-old, who's watching over now as the Generals have to go back into their own zone. And
the Gens looking to flip the script once again and be on the right side of the equation here in the third.
Kyle McLean, the captain, on the ice, and Kaliev slides it across for Morrison. His shot stopped by Papatzakis. End to end they go. McShane with the loose puck, trying to get around his man Saprika. Slides in on goal. Costantini will play it ahead. Kept it at the point by McLean momentarily. Now out to center. Brewer lost control. And Leighton Moore from his own blue line will start to center and dump it in. The Generals will start a line change. Saprika plays it behind his net. Look out. Renwick hammered down by McLean. And Navin Mutter will send it down the ice. It'll be tipped, and so Hamilton will start to change as Gross goes back in his own corner to pick it. Generals on a change as Costantini plays it behind his net. Gravel picked off by Tullio. Tullio fed it in, looking for Tomasino, a bit too far for him. Back the other way, Kaliev just fed it to open ice, but Tomasino back for it, and the Generals will control. William Ennis ahead for Ty Tullio. Tullio gains the line. It's some room, takes a shot, rattled around, and McShane just couldn't find the end of the pass from Tomasino. Phil Tomasino behind the net now. He's dragged down. McShane comes up with it. Pass in front for Tullio. And instead, it's Jan Mysak will start back the other way for the Bulldogs. A stride offside, and that'll be the call at the Generals. Being ahead for Brett Newman. Newman with McLean. Feeds to McLean. Finds the trailer. McShane trying to go high over top of the goaltender and just...
For Costantini, Alan McShane, though, on this one doesn't test the goal. He shoots it high.
Long shot by Ennis. That one is wide. Kaliev will chip the puck in. Morrison trying to chase it down on Nico Gross. Mysak body to the boards by Tullio, and it'll be Tomasino who takes the puck. Slides it ahead for Will Ennis. Ennis gives to McShane. Ennis heads towards the goal. Now sees that he's got a back up at Tullio, so he'll stay in the corner and dig for it. McShane coming in. Ennis frees it. Looking for Tomasino. Went over his stick, and Mysak starts back the other way. Jan Mysak trying to feed it in front. Gross got to it. Kept in by the Bulldogs, and Landry trying to feed it across the zone. That hit the skate of Tullio. In behind the Oshawa net, Kaliev found it, Gross stole it. And now McShane with some time along the boards, gives to Tullio, and he finds Tomasino. His mates are changing. Tomasino around the outside of Vesio, backhand on goal, and Costantini will stop it and head was home. There's been a couple of times on that face-off dot to the left of Papatzakis now where Brady Johnson has gone forward and come up with an opportunity out of it.
Just a miscommunication on the coverage there from the Generals as everybody seemed to skate away from the puck and leave the biscuit right there for the Bulldogs to get into it.
Here's Isaac Nurse. His shot kind of rolled off the end of his stick. Face off. Mysak versus Newman, and Kaliev gets a shot away from behind the icing line that rattled off the pad of Papatzakis, and now Newman starts back the other way. Brett Newman fires wide of the goal. Karam comes to the blue line, kept in by Gross momentarily. Now Mysak will knife it ahead, looking for Kaliev, bounced by him. And the Generals will just send it into the offensive zone. Tipped in on the way to the Oshawa zone, and so back for it is Nico Gross in his own corner. Plays it across for Will Ennis. And Oshawa will start the breakout. Not under control, however. Now they start a change. Mysak trying to catch them on that change. Throws it on goal. Papatzakis to save. Rebound comes to David Jesus. He'll start to the near side to McLean. McLean fed it up to open ice. Michaud couldn't get to it in time. Staios will start back the other way. Slowed by Jesus, who takes them down, and now Isaac Nurse will get it out to center. Hamilton will start a change as Tomasino brings it back in. Leaves for Tullio. Tullio throws it on net. Costantini will stop that.
And some big saves as well. Still a long way to go. 7.5 to determine this one, maybe more.
Nico Gross plays it for Will Ennis. He'll send it around the Hamilton zone. Bulldogs will just fight it back out to center before the Generals rip it right back in. Jake Gravel waits behind his goaltender. Now Hamilton will try the long stretch pass. Fed in. Papatzakis out behind his net. Plays it into the corner. Kaliev in there looking for it. It's Ennis who came up with it. Around to the near side. Gross backhands it out to center. Newman chasing down Staios. We got the puck out to center again. McLean had to wait just an extra second for Newman to get onside. Now Kyle McLean along the boards trying to fight his way out into a shooting position, and it ends up in the corner, and Staios will start from there. Ahead for Logan Morrison. Feeds for Mysak. Mysak. Here's Kaliev in the high slot. Slid it right through. He was looking for Morrison, who had kept skating past the net. Great setup on the passing. Just couldn't deliver the finish. Goal. Velati will go back behind his net. 5 minutes remaining in the third period. Tomasino gives to Tullio. He'll gain the zone and set it up from the corner. Skates back towards the point, gives to Velati, across for Tomasino. Tomasino to Velati, winds to Tullio. Couldn't take the one-timer, it was on his skate. Velati, one-timer, stopped by Costantini. Rebound to Tullio. Tullio to Tomasino. Down for McShane down low. McShane trying back out to Tomasino. He's in a foot race for it. Dives. Mysak will start back the other way. Velati in retreat. Mysak still with the puck. Mysak, a shot, hit the goal post. That one beat Papatzakis, but again struck iron and right back out.
Time and time again in this game, proving that he is a fantastic commitment for the Hamilton Bulldogs.
Penalty expires to Bertuzzi. Generals maybe a last opportunity though. Bertuzzi just squeaked his way back into the play. Moore to the point to Gross. He'll just feed it into the corner. Stepien. You're right, Shane has taken over Oliver Sooney's position, and we have not seen Oliver Sooney for a big part of this game. And I don't see him on the Oshawa bench either. Here's, and Will Ennis will feed it ahead. Landry across his own zone. Vesio out to center. It's Jan Mysak. Mysak trying to get around Brewer. Mysak falls. Will Ennis caught by Mysak. Ennis bodies away there. Look out though, gave it away. And Bertuzzi's pass back to the point will split the D, go all the way back into the Hamilton zone. Staios starts ahead. Gives to Johnson. Long shot. Stopped by Papp.
Yeah, horrible start. 2 goals in the first 6 minutes against for the Bulldogs. They clawed their way back into this game and have held strong since.
We're all tied up at 2. Shots tied at 32. And it's the last minute of play in the third period. 36.6 seconds left. Newman out there with Tullio and Tomasino as the Generals load up out front, get the TNT line going for one last shift. Worked out though. Newman and Gross almost tied each other up. Now Tomasino skates it ahead. Rips across for Newman. Newman played in deep. Tomasino will get to it behind the icing line. Tomasino turns with it. Left it for Brewer. Brewer looking out front. 8 seconds left. Newman's got it. He'll shoot. Stop made by Costantini. And pinning it to the corner will be Vesio. That will end. Along with Staios for the Bulldogs, Vellotti, McShane, and McLean will start with the puck for Oshawa. Vellotti, watched by Kaliev, gives to McLean. He'll skate ahead. Staios watching him, drops it for McShane. McShane, look out, fell, but Vellotti there to help out. Chips it ahead for McShane. McShane thought about passing it across, waited instead. Now turns. McShane, can he get to the net? He can! McShane slides it in on goal. Stopped by Costantini, but he's lost his goal stick. And the Generals send the puck out. Costantini stick way out into the corner. And he's going to rush to get it now as Staios keeps a close eye on Vellotti. And so tense moments for the Bulldogs.
Nice.
Bit too nifty. That got cut off. Tullio has Kaliev watching him. He'll retreat behind his net. Ty Tullio passes ahead for Tomasino. One-on-one versus Mysak. Moore goes to the net. Tomasino toe drag, lost control. Look out. It's Mysak and Kaliev with Tullio back. Mysak carries, shot, stopped by Papantzakis. Moore takes the carom. It's a 3-on-1 the other way. Leighton Moore with Tomasino. Tullio the trainer. Moore shot, stopped by Costantini, and he'll hang on.
That puck started to roll and bobble on Leighton Moore.
Mysak bent over all the way to the face-off dot. Look out. Oh, McShane won it forward, went between the legs with a pass, and McLean had backed off. And now it's Vellotti. Looks ahead. That is pass picked off by Mysak, and McShane comes up with it. 2-on-1 with McLean. Alan McShane waits. McLean scores!